So, happy Monday. Wasn't gonna do live. Wasn't gonna go live, but my run inspired me somewhat. I like seeing the screen. Is this a fake out? Are we in a bull run now? Well, my thoughts. It's just the same old stuff. Nothing bad. Nothing good. You can't sell off like we've been doing and not have at least some green days in there. It's still predicated on many things. I won't reiterate all that, but it's, data. Will FUD come out? Will Germany seize another significant amount of Bitcoin, start selling? Will the ETF come out for Ethereum? What will that do to the market? Will we hit some of these shorts? I mean, we're at above 63,000 with Bitcoin right now. Velodrome's up. Everything, for the most part, is up. Do I regret any of the sells I made? No. The only one that I made a big profit off of it, so I'm good. I reallocated it, so we find the only one I wish I didn't sell, and I've been thinking about it for a while, all the way down from 3-ish from the highs, was Stacks. I have regret over that. Don't have regret over Aerodrome at all. But I bought them so low. Stacks I do have regret over. I don't normally live with regret, but I've already made more money in it. It's just I liked the levels under $1 that I was in with Stacks, but it's all good. I'm stacked. I was looking yesterday for over 40 some projects, and it's not bad to consolidate a little and bump up other things and have a good reserve ready to be allocated. So, and I have it in USDC. I'm getting 5.5% anyways as it sits waiting. So, I've got no complaints. We have to wait and see. Don't be fooled. As I was always saying, definitely could have been DCAing. I did very little, smaller than I normally would, but I did. And that's paying off. That's great. The ones I wish I would have bought more of, but the volume has been so low, is Velodrome around 5-6 cents. That would have been a good buy. It's popping up today. Remember though, they're all off their yearly highs, so they got a long way to go to regain that. Stacks has a long way to go, Near has a long way to go, Aerodrome has a long way to go, but they can pop up there quick. So there's just quite a bit of room for them to move, and right now there's momentum. I think some of it has to do with what happened to Trump. You would think that would crash a market, but I think it reinvigorates it by thinking he is the crypto president, which he is not. He's just, he just wants votes. And with him dodging the bullet, no pun intended, he's going to look like Jesus to crazy people. And people who are on the fence are going to go that way. So he will be I'm not going to get to politics here, but he will definitely be our president again, unfortunately. But not that I want Biden. I want RFK out of the 3 choices, but he definitely will. Will he be pro-Bitcoin and crypto when he gets into the office? He's pro-dollar, guys. Will he do some initiatives? Maybe, but you can't believe this guy's been a fraud his whole life, and he wasn't even in politics, right? Those people completely become lying frauds once they get into, the politicians. Donald Trump was a failed businessman, fraud anyways. But if he is pro-crypto when he wins, that will be amazing for us. So I will say that. We'll see what he does. He didn't blow up the country last time. We'll see what he's an evil piece of crap, but we'll see what happens. If he's pro-crypto and gets crypto to where I need it to be, I can buy as many houses as I want to escape the craziness. So bottom line is America needs to come together. And I'm already hearing by the freaking lunatic Drew in the basement saying that this is like, Democrats doing it. What a psychopath. The guy was the moron 20-year-old was a Republican. Conspiracy. I like truth. Nothing more I hate than conspiracy crap, like someone like Drew and BitBoy and all that spreading craziness that they know nothing of. I mean, he's a bunker guy, Drew. He's a lunatic. So, smart guy, but a lunatic. I would say be careful. All it takes is some craziness to push us back down. We're at 63,000. Remember that. We're a long ways away. Could we pop up to 70K in a week? Yes, we could. How? All it takes is shorts, hitting those shorts, and then momentum. That is all it takes. I don't know when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen. It will happen eventually, but I can't tell you when. But it will happen. So, we need this. We need volume to pick up. But I will tell you this, if, and this is not being me being optimistic, pessimistic, it's me typical realistic. I want us to be green. No one wants us to be green more than me and all you guys, right? Our community. If we can keep some type of momentum for a week, because there will be sell-offs on there. People will take profits, trust me on that. But if we can keep a green week and we can hit those shorts and we can start getting Bitcoin going again, it'll be a slow burn to momentum again. July, we're already in July. Then August hits, and then people come back from vacations and people get more in the mindset. And they're looking at Bitcoin and they're looking at their portfolio that I told them to walk away from if they're not going to DCA and start getting excited again and start listening to me and getting extra money and DCAing. Speaking of extra money, I tell you I do these consulting gigs. I'm doing one Friday. They came back at me and they're like, hey, we haven't, it's a company I haven't worked with for years. I get calls for these all the time. Hey, we haven't worked for you in a couple of years. We have a project, this and that. Phone call. We see your rate is 300, I think. But now it's 700 for the hour. No problem. We got you. So $700 for an hour call, which will lead into another call and another call. The projects I just did for a new company that I haven't, they gave me a $300 bonus just because I did such a good job with them. Who the hell does that? So, for an hour and a half phone call, I think I ended up making like $1,500 just on the phone, giving consulting advice on a market for people who don't have a clue and they want to get into the market. Become an expert in something. Become at least even jack of all trades, master of none. Do what you need to do to learn as much as you can about industries. Get the experience if you're young. Don't stay with a job forever. Don't stay with one field forever. Learn. Diversify yourself. Diversify your portfolio and your knowledge. And it pays off, I'm telling you. Now, it took me a long time. I'm older. But I have the mind of a 18-year-old in certain aspects. In optimism, really. So, what should you guys do? What are you guys doing? Question. If you're listening to this for the first time, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe. I guess I should ask for likes, and share is more important. I guess that helps with the algorithm. But if you could subscribe, that'd be wonderful. Let me know what you want to hear from me. I'm happy to do it. So I'm happy that there's not a sell-off right now. We have to see what we could, Bitcoin most likely will get some type of rejection at some point. But right now, let's welcome some positives to our portfolio. Mine has gone up dramatically over, last couple days. Nice to see. I wanted to buy more than I did. I just thought it was going to drop down again, over the weekend. I thought we were going to have a little bit of a retracement. SpareX has just been, kind of on fire. 30% is great. It's a ship project. Well, I don't know fully if it's a ship project, but it's such a small market cap. It's such a high risk. But I kind of want to add to it. But I'm not going to do it at this level. Should have got more at point like 6, but I didn't. That's okay. Wanted to get even more Benki at the lows it hit, but I didn't. It's okay. I have a ton of it. It's hard to resist when you're used to DCAing. You're a holder like I am, and but no one wants us to come back more than I do. So AIOZ having a good day. Ondo's been stuck a little bit, surprisingly. It had such strong support, but even Ondo couldn't handle the massive sell-offs we've been having. But it's gaining strength again. Everything really is. So that's a good thing. You know, that's how quick this market can change. And I'm saying it hasn't totally changed, but there's some optimism there. We have very short-term memories as humans. And, we forget. We see a little green and we want to jump in. I'm not doing that. I did a little over the weekend. I'm going to wait. I want true confirmation. I'd rather buy a little higher, and I won't do that with stacks. Stacks I had $1 and well under $1. I'm not buying it here, closing on $2. Like I said, I do regret that. But you move on. You don't sit and regret. It does nothing for you. But always, if you have no issue with, if you have conviction, like I know some people over the time had conviction in Velo and Shadow I wanted to buy more of, but I didn't because the volume is atrocious. We're in the hundreds of thousands now. I can't buy it. And I feel, very unfortunate about that project right now, but I'm so diversified, it's okay. I'm hoping it gets some momentum. It was trying, but the volume is pathetic. That's why I didn't buy a few other things that I want to buy more of, because the volume's in the hundreds of thousands. That's an indication you just got to stay out of it for now. But I've seen things be a couple 100,000 in volume and then go up to all of a sudden 20 million in volume. So, which is small, but for a small project, it's okay. It moves it. DCing is not an issue. If you have this is summer, you have the expectations that it doesn't take much to FUD us down. In the thick of a bull market, it doesn't take much to FUD us down. All it'll take is Biden, SEC coming out with some bullshit. Like I said, more tremendous downward pressure from an institution or that needs to sell out. Hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. That'll hurt. We need some, what could really be a catalyst to like getting momentum going is ETFs. ETFs, they should have been taking advantage. Now they have a little bit, but not significant. Getting institutionals into the ETFs and really starting the pump on there and accumulating, that'll drive us up quick. Then all of a sudden, what will happen is if ETFs really come in high, Ronaldo, welcome. If the ETFs come in and we start hitting those shorts, what will happen is all of a sudden the FOMO hits with the ETFs and they will be calling BlackRock, ARK, Fidelity, Grayscale, you name it, and to jump in. I can't miss it, right? All of a sudden we're at 67, 70, 72, and the ETFs will drive it up because they will need to get in. Then retail comes in, so on and so forth. Then we have fun. Then we have momentum back when we have 170, 200 billion volume a day. Then we all reap the rewards. Ronaldo, how can I help you today, bud? So green equals optimism. Obviously, I feel a little better about the market right now. But I'm always cautiously optimistic and realistic. We just have to wait and see what happens. We're not in a bull run right now. We just are trying to come back from our losses, which is going to take us time. It's going to take us time. And we have the time. We've already waited so long. So, what's the plan of action? Accumulate dry powder. Look at the projects you want. Look at your entry points. Know where you'd like to get out. Now, no one knows where anything's going to go, right? When we get into a true bull market, when and if, things will explode. So always be able to adjust your plan. C90, what's up? What's up? C90, how are you? How are you? Gonna be a hot one today. So, I'm headed on a business trip and vacation, a couple days, or Saturday. Should be nice, on a lake for a little bit. The dogs, the family. And last time I did this, I bought a ton a couple years ago, and the market started turning around. It's actually hitting all-time lows, I believe. So there's a ton of opportunity. Just be careful. See where we play out. Z90. So I know I'm not making as many videos these days. I'm just buried, absolutely buried with large projects I'm working on, and I don't want to like make videos just to make videos for people, that doesn't really give you any good information. But when the market turns around, I'll make them sporadically like I do. I just want them to have a little bit of insight, not just be crazy. Yes, I need to exercise my PTO. Yes, you do. Vacation and chill sounds great. Might need to pull that in August, 10-year anniversary. Yeah, there you go, brother. Congratulations. Just had my 26. Don't ever take her for granted. When you've been together as long as I have with my wife, our kids are grown. They're still here, but all of a sudden you kind of, life changes and you look at each other like, oh shit, we haven't been dating this whole time. Don't stop dating, because all of a sudden you start going in different directions and you got to find your way back. So if people say that, no one really told me that. They always said make time for yourselves, but we concentrated so much on the kids and didn't concentrate on ourselves enough. So we're trying to turn that around now before we're empty nesters in 5-6 years. Don't let that happen. Thank you. It's trust me. That's why so many people, I'm 52 now, and so many people around my age get divorced because they're like, okay, our kids are gone. We're two different people now, and my wife and I are, and I've done things in the past, like, when I went vegan a while ago, I kind of was pretty adamant about the house slowly going that way, and they did, and now one of them isn't. But in the house they are, and so I'm pretty, my wife wasn't. She was the hardest one, and so there's resentment there and all that, so I can't help it. And what I have done, had a wake-up call in my brain saying, my passion is to help every human, and innocent human and innocent animal. But I got to concentrate on my family. I'm a family man, but so be careful with your passions. That's why that Drew, he goes down those dark holes. He sounds like a true family man, but when you get crazy like BitBoy or Drew can go down there quickly in those conspiracies, and a lot of them could be true. You have to be careful. It's a dark hole. Take it from someone who's older. I mean, and when you find out all the craziness of life and the government and all that, don't get sucked in. I haven't truly watched the news for 3 months, and I'm better for it. I used to watch the news. It was on all the time, and it does you no good. I get my information, but I don't need to know the horrors. I know that. I need to know how many people killed themselves or killed each other in Chicago, or what's going on totally in Ukraine anymore, and all this, and Russia and Israel and everything. I know that stuff. It does you no good. So we got to keep positive. I'm telling you. Good. Yeah. Keep the passion, but try to stay away from the darkness. And this is someone who's been very dark. I've seen the horrors. I mean, the horrors. I've seen more slaughter than anyone could imagine. Unbelievable. Not of humans, of animals, and all that type of stuff. And that darkens you. And so, all right, I won't go down there. I'm just saying you got to keep this is coming from someone. The reason I'm saying this is I've come out of the darkness. I have come out of the darkness. Never, I was, when you go vegan, you become usually an angry vegan. Some people stay that way. I didn't. I was that way for about a year and a half. And when I was young, before I was a vegan, I was an animal rights activist, but I didn't know, so it can get very dark, and I have to put that on hold, not being a vegan, but the changing people's minds and all that, and seeing the things I see. I mean, I'm going to a slaughterhouse this week, right? And one of my customers, my product goes in a lot of these, and so I can bear witness to this stuff, and it's dark. So anyways, I digress. Keep the passion, brother. Didn't mean to go down that dark hole. I worry about people, and that's how, like, we have crazy things happen, like that 20-year-old this weekend, trying to assassinate, not a guy I like, but it would have been horrible for him to have been murdered. It would have been horrible for our country. As much as I don't want him or Biden to be president, We can't be assassinating or trying to assassinate our political leaders, Congress, Senate. As much as we dislike these people, Elizabeth Warren, Margie Taylor Greene, Boebert, Maxine Waters, as much as we don't like them, we got to use our votes, not our weapons. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I digress. C90, anything I can help you with, brother, before I jump off of here? Anything I can do for you to brighten your day? Is there anything? Have you been buying anything? I have, and I sold off. I wish I didn't sell off Stacks, like I said. I don't know if you caught me earlier, but it's okay. It's already been it was reallocated immediately. And when I say immediately, the day after, and it's already made up. It's already done well, but I regret. So I don't live with regrets too much, but I regret selling that. I don't think it's going to do that incredible. $3, $4, $5 maybe. It could get, in a bull market, it could get to 10 maybe. I don't know. So I do regret it because it was easy money. I was in the money big time, but I thought we were going to go lower, and we still may, but I thought we were. You got to go with your gut. It's holding that Jasmy. Look at you, brother. I know you bought Moramp. Jasmy, if you're up a bunch, if you want to sell it and reallocate, just take out money for taxes, keep that out. Do it. If that's what your gut's telling you to do, that's what my gut told me the other week. And honestly, it paid off. Aerodrome, sure, Aerodrome and Stack, sure. I didn't sell Near. I didn't sell a lot of other ones I was going to, thank God. But Aerodrome, I'm good with selling that. Stacks, I'm good with it. I do regret it, but I'm good with it. It's reallocated. So, you got to just sell and then move it away from your portfolio so you don't keep looking at it. If you're not going to get back in it, don't look at it. That just hurts. So what I do is when I sell mine, I move them down. Some I take off so I just don't see it because it's, I don't need to see where it goes. I won't have dry powder flowing until August. I'm realistic and reasonable holding an emergency fund. Yeah, exactly. I was just saying I'm doing a consulting thing on the phone that I get calls for all the time. I don't know if you heard that, but, they're paying me $700 for an hour's worth of conversation on the phone. So this summer alone I've made like $4K just on the phone by people, because LinkedIn, people reaching out to me. So that I know not everyone has that luxury. The business I'm in warrants that, so there's a need for it. That's all. Yeah, I know you got all that Bitcoin. I don't think, my personal opinion is I wouldn't be selling it. I would probably sell one, maybe, and jump into some alts that you really like, since you have a decent amount, or sell sell half a Bitcoin maybe, and, you got, $30,000 out of that, take out taxes that you need to that, and then you got 20K to, risk. So that's an option for you. Oh, Chloe, yeah, nice. I'm trying to figure out how I get some consulting. I'm a VP of product development with over there. I just get spam on LinkedIn. Really? Yeah, sales is key. That's why I have it's ridiculous. The amount of people asking me for jobs is ridiculous. I have one that wants me to run all of America, a small company out of Europe, wants me to run all of America. Considering it, I have a very good job, so it'd be hard to do, but I may. Yeah, sales side, brother, if you can do that, there's so much money. If you work for the right company, which I do, and I don't sell, I manage business, I manage distributors, and other things. It's the better you do, the more money you make. It's not like a job where you get 100, 150, 90, 200K a year. No, you get, if you're with the right company, you get an incredible base, and as you grow the market, you get paid a lot. You get paid a lot of money. A lot if you're in the right company. Not always. So you have two types of engineers. Maybe you're more like this, linear, like people, because I work with engineers all day long, always have. You have the guys who can communicate only as kind of robotic, we'll say, right? I'm preaching to the choir here. And then you have, who, yeah, you can't even make them laugh. And they're just so, and then you have the ones who are like that, but they also have a great personality and they're smart as hell and can be a people person. If you can do that, man, the world is your tofu. I'm telling you. Good engineers with great personalities make incredible salespeople. I manage them. Take it from someone who knows. I'm telling you, if you want to do it, you can do it because you're smart, you're detailed, you work hard. You have to like sit at a desk. You can do both things. If you can talk to people, and if you cannot overanalyze. The only problem with sales engineers is they can overanalyze and give the customer too much analytical crap. That's not what they want to see. So, bebop beep. Perfect. So, dude, don't cut yourself short. Have faith. I'm not telling you to make a change, but at least talk to people. Update your resume. Update your resume. Update your LinkedIn profile to really shine and BS it a little bit, and you'll start getting the calls. I promise you. I promise you. I get so many, it's ridiculous. And most of them are crap, but some of them are amazing. And I got recruiters, good ones call me all the time, and shitty ones. So, all right, I gotta fly. I've thought about going the other route. Yeah. I say get into sales a little bit. I'm here to help you with that. I'll come on later. We'll chat. I gotta make a call. I got like 5 voicemails since we've been on her, so I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, C90, be good. Let me know if I can help you. I'm here. I can help you with what you're trying to do, honestly. Later, brother.